Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, gobbing with Nikki. Jobbing with Nikki. Yeah, we're jobbing with Nikki.
Welcome to Jobbing with Nikki. My guests today are Jayrow Lewis and Billy O'Keefe, also known as Only's Boys or Playtime Mafia, wherever you've seen them. Say hi, guys.
Yeah.
Right, first, I do want to talk about Playtime Mafia because, like Jayrow, I've known you quite a long time now. Billy, I actually wasn't aware of you until I saw you as Bilzo.
Bilzo.
That was the first time I saw you, and I was just like, wow, he's bloody good. But then I didn't realise you two were a tag team at first. But obviously Playtime Mafia has been around a while. With Cerebral Steve first. So how did it come about that Billy ended up joining?
I can't remember like proper full-on conversation that we had. It just sort of made sense for what we were doing, I guess. I don't know. Like,
yeah, there was never really a moment where we're like, yeah, we're going to be a tag team, but
yeah,
it just
played
together in a lot of different places. Yeah, it just made sense.
Yeah, it worked out like because I always thought like we have chemistry when we're against each other. So I thought what we'd be like as a tag team, and it was just a simple thought like that, and then that's it. Like Billy said, there wasn't even a proper conversation about it. It just we just like gravitated to it. Then there we go.
Yeah.
We're off.
Well, that's what I've talked to Kirby about. I always prefer tag teams when you can tell that they're friends. You can tell they've got that closeness and that they work so fluid together, which you two do. Like me and Mark were actually sat trying to think of a tag team to compare you to, like the Rockers and stuff like that. We're like, we actually can't think of one because, like, with the Rockers, you got neither of you are like a Marty Jannetty. Like, you both bring your own things to it, but like Billy's like the big tough silent one, but he can also fly. So it's like you're totally different from most other tag teams that you see around.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what it is. It's just we can both go and like we both bring something to the table, and yeah, I mean everyone knows how good Billy is anyway. Like I feel like I'm riding his coattails a lot of the time, but at least I know I can bring something as well. So it's like we just. Yeah, now you've made me think about it. Now you made me think what can we compare to. But maybe we're not comparable. Maybe we are.
That's the thing. There isn't anyone. Me and Mark were literally sat thinking for ages, but we just couldn't think of anyone to compare you to. Because it's usually the big, strong, huge guy and the smaller guy. But the big one doesn't usually do what Billy can do.
No.
And so you've got that dynamic that's totally different.
I think with our dynamic, like when I've sort of thought about it, when it comes to being like a heel team, obviously Jayrow's the loudmouth, shouting at the crowd, gets them riled up. When I'm in there doing the work, beating them up, putting the heat on, so everyone wants to see then Jay get his ass handed to him, which is what I'll play on with that. And then when it comes to a babyface, Jay's like the phenomenal seller, and then so he comes in, gets all the sympathy, and then I pick the scraps, come in with a bit of fire. I think that's sort of I would generally try to play it.
Yeah, but it works. It really does work. Like, I love watching you as heels and faces, but you've started getting more gobby anyway, Billy.
Yeah.
Give me some right shit.
I think that's more to do with Sammy rubbing off on him more than me, to be fair, though.
I want to talk about Sammy. Because when I spoke to Sammy, there was this whole Billy on a pole and you and Sammy fighting over it.
Look, I've got to keep Sammy away from Billy, let alone fight him off. I'm not, I wouldn't like to fight
you
Sammy.
take it like a champ, Billy. All Sammy's like bicep rubs and...
My question is, does Billy get a say in this? Does Billy actually get a say?
Did
Sammy
Billy
basically
have a
said
say
to
in
me-
it?
And it was like, right, so if the only boys thing, the whole time, I'm basically just going to be trying to flirt with you. And obviously, you're going to react by pushing me away. And it's like, I don't really have a say in it because he's going to do it either way. So,
But again, it works.
yeah, he gets some
It
reaction.
does. Yeah. Have you ever thought about adding a third to the Playtime Mafia? Not necessarily Sammy, just anyone in general.
Possibly.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
so. I mean, I thought there was supposed to be 3 of us to start with, but you know, things happen, and you know, wrestling paths move that way. But anyway, and then it was just me and Steve, and I thought about it when I was with Steve, and then he then turned on me, you know, like he did. You know, mirror image of what happened with Billy, basically. Whatever. And yeah, like Playtime Mafia just went to bed then. I always said, like, I'd bring it back and like maybe bring it back with someone else, and then like Billy saying, just sort of gravitate to that, like, fuck it, Playtime Mafia's back on then, here we go. So and
you've got cool jackets now.
yeah, I mean, could we do a
On the
third?
reason
They're really
signed up.
cool jackets.
And
I like the jacket.
them jackets, man. I
One
like that.
reason doing it.
No, man. I'll wear it. Well, I say wear it now. It's warm now, but I mean, when it was cooler, I actually wore it like out and about. Not even just.
Why not?
It's so cool. Look it. They weren't supposed to be that cool, but they were really cool.
They are. But you need to bring someone in for Burnley. Take them tag titles off a crash boat. So you need someone to distract Natalie Sykes.
I don't. Do I spoil it?
Yeah.
Do I spoil it? Crash Boat aren't champs anymore.
Aren't they?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Do I spoil it? I don't know. It happened a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. Do I spoil it?
Who are then?
It sounded entertaining.
Zubas.
Oh. I like Zubas. I do like Zubas. Yeah.
Same.
Oh, well, there we go. Then you can take them on instead.
Yeah, let's
We'll just edit some of this so I don't look as dumb.
TWA. Let's just hope it better than it was there at Christmas, because that was a great day.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Christmas at Fountains were pretty good, weren't it, Billy?
That didn't happen. Wasn't me.
Oh, it did. I have footage.
That was Kurt Angel, actually.
It's Kurt.
Oh, yeah, that was Kurt Angel.
Billy wasn't there. Billy was with me in, where were we? Darwin?
Yeah.
Getting it.
Wasn't that Fountains?
No. we were at Darwin getting beat by the Zuboites.
Yep.
And
well,
then we had a fun rumble after that. Do we dare mention what happened? You just leave it there.
We don't need to talk about the Christmas tree.
No, not the Christmas
where
tree.
did Billy get a Christmas tree?
It's not where Billy got the Christmas tree.
Where did Billy get the Christmas tree in the rumble? Oof, what a question. I can't think.
Billy, you need to spell now.
Yeah, Billy, how were you eliminated from the rumble?
I tapped out to a Christmas tree because we're Jack.
Yeah, it was Jack.
Yeah.
Jack Barron.
Yeah, shoved up my ass. So tapped out to that.
See, I didn't bring that up.
You didn't say it. I didn't say it. It all came from Billy.
Family show, they enjoyed it. So
they did. They did. To be fair, they really did enjoy it. I was there. That
well, one of my questions is there any embarrassing in-ring moments? But I think we've just heard Billy's.
That's it. That's mine.
Go on, Jay. What's your most embarrassing in-ring moment?
Genuinely can't remember.
What about?
That's so many.
I've got one.
Go on, Billy. You might remember.
Didn't you throw up underneath the ring?
Yes, I did actually. Yeah, I did that a couple of times though. To be fair, that was not just an isolated incident. I did that a couple of times.
That's just the thing you do.
Yeah, well, no. When I was like for the first 3 or 4 years, like near enough every match I had, I just wanted to throw up at some point. I don't know what it was. Maybe adrenaline was just like making me feel queasy or whatever. I don't know what it was. And then at some point, I just kind of got over it. I don't know. Maybe I got fitter, or maybe I got better training. Maybe I don't know, but it just stopped.
Because you were a veggie, you were nutrient deficient.
But I mean, it stopped even before I started eating meat again. It stopped before that, so I don't know what it was. But you are right with that. You are right with that, because I feel a hell of a lot better than I did before.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I tried. At least it took 7 years. At least I tried.
Billy just turning everyone onto meat. Like Isabel is just protein, mummy, protein.
Straight carnivore.
She said to Jay at Planet, she was like, "There's no protein in my fruit shoot." Billy had a lot to answer for.
Billy wanted
She's gunning for Indigo Jones now because he thinks he can beat you.
Was he Indigo Jones?
He said something about black art.
Yeah, but you might help him at black art. You know, you are mean.
The only people we're helping at black art is each other. And
what if it's you two left?
Then may the best man win. It is what it is. We
I
fought before, we'll fight again. You know, sometimes
I was waiting for Billy to say.
I'm gonna say I'll wait for that too, to be fair. But you know, we're both diplomatic. We're both like, it is what it is.
At least you know Jayrow will sell it really well.
He will.
He'll fly out that ring.
Oh, you know it. You know it. No other way. There's no other way of doing it.
So, weird question time. What's your weirdest food combination that you enjoy? I mean, we've recently seen on Instagram that Alan Kay has salad cream on his roast dinner.
That does sound nice, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Thank you.
If there's gravy on it, then no. But
there was gravy.
Oh, then no. No, fuck that.
Don't take Jayrow on food advice.
Yeah, fair point. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue.
I do have salad cream on quite a lot of things, but
it's a thinking.
Oh, what's your weirdest food? Come on. There's got to be something really strange that you eat that everyone's a bit like, eh.
Go on, Bill. Oh.
I can't think of it.
All Billy eats is steak and eggs, and so, you know.
Well, I sometimes make like a spag bowl, but I make it with like chicken pieces, and people have said that's weird, and I'm like, why? Why is that weird?
That's not weird. I have chicken lasagna all the time.
What's weird about that? Oh, I'm confused.
Weird.
Is that a weird combo? I don't know.
We're weird if you mix salad cream in with it. That'd be weird.
I love salad cream and pasta as well.
Yeah, we have tomato sauce.
Nah, adds to it. That's the flavour. Cheese as well.
How do you team with this guy? He's a wrong un.
You don't see me because of food I eat.
So, I have been asked who would win in an arm wrestle between you two.
Jayrow.
That was the consensus on the question. Yeah. They said Jayrow. Billy, are you up for an arm wrestle at Blackheart on Sunday so I can film it and post the results?
Not in the Rumble.
No. It depends. It depends how well the Rumble goes, to be fair, doesn't it? I mean, we could both be knackered.
We'll recreate the one I did with Kieran.
Yes, that's what I've just said. That's what I said. That's what I've already said. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Right.
Yeah,
we'll do that. We'll film it. I'll post the results on my channel. Now, Jay, this one's just for you, Jayrow. Because you are so good on the mic. Like, when I was talking to Indigo, he said he used to do stand-up comedy. I talked to Marshall Warner. His is through his acting background. Like, where have you drawn inspiration from? Or are you just naturally that good at being a douche?
Just that good at being a douche, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I always used to be like really nervous, like with stuff like that, like when I was a kid, and then I don't know what it was. I just sort of snapped out of it, and I think it was when I started like being a football referee when I was like 14, 15, and having to have that voice and like shout and do that sort of stuff. That sort of like gave me a voice to start speaking up when as an authority, sort of authority, were like, oh, I've got to control this thing, and then it was like I've got to use my voice to do it, and then through football and stuff like that, like I was coaching, reffing, and doing all sorts. I used to do presentation nights, and it was my dad who used to do every speaking and stuff like that, and then when he stopped doing it, like I ended up doing it. Like just they went, "Oh, can you do this?" So like, I'll give it a go. And then yeah, from there it just sort of spiraled into like regaining my interest in wrestling in my early 20s, I guess, and then starting wrestling. It was just like practicing promos. It was just I'll try that, and then it just built from there. Like I always thought that I could at least do a decent promo even before I started. Like I thought, oh, I could actually feel this. I can actually do it. And then, like obviously learning with training and like learning through different people, you learn how to do it properly, and then it's just sort of gone from there. But yeah, I guess I've now grown to be naturally a douche, I guess. Although saying that, right, I've got a bone to pick with people at Blackheart, right? When I'm speaking and people boo me before I actually say anything, if people would just let me speak.
I don't know who does that. Who possibly do that? Because it's never me.
Never you. No, I blame Jeebus.
Yeah. To be fair, at the last show, I thought I whispered when I said Timu Billy, and then you repeated it, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
How could you have whispered when you had everyone around you laughing?
Yeah, and I heard it.
I thought I whispered it to James. I was like, Timu Billy over there, but obviously I can't whisper.
No, it wasn't. Everyone heard.
No. Me and Mark always laugh about how I cheer for Billy. He takes piss at me all the time because it like comes out really guttural and deep. And it's like, whoa, Billy.
Like the Wrestle Island Rumble.
Yeah, you told me off.
Everyone else is stone cold booing. I'm sat in the ring waiting for you in Rumble, and then I just hear this shriek in corner of my ear. I look to the stage and it's you coming out.
Yeah, and he shouted at me.
In the crowd.
The one shriek.
Shouted at me for it though. I even got a fist bump off Joseph Connors, right? And I was the only one cheering him. He shouts at me, and I'm like, I'm supporting Leeds. Come on.
There.
The shit I get off Billy now, right? It's awful.
Well deserved.
I've had middle fingers at Blackheart.
That was me.
No,
and to be fair, I did that to Jeebus, to be fair. But
yeah, I got one of him. He was stood in middle of the ring and just did it. I was like, the fuck that come from?
I saw nothing, so I can't comment.
I've got it on video. Well, Jeeves has. He was like, shall I put it in the reel? I'm like, no.
Oh, should have been in the reel.
It should have been
No.
in the reel.
Not at all.
I have a bunch of Jeebus, to be fair. The last reel he made of me and Mercer, great reel, great match. It was 80% Mercer. It looks like I just got my ass kicked for the entire thing.
I shall.
I'm just thinking about it now.
I'll clip this bit, and this bit can be the preview. Happy birthday, Jeebus. This is from Billy.
Oh, it's his birthday, isn't it?
Happy birthday, Jeebus.
Happy birthday. Billy's fallen out with you. I mean, you did fly in that match.
Mercer did kick the fuck out of me, to be fair. So it's.
But when, like, I have never seen anyone manhandle you like that. When you just flew across the room, like all you can hear on the reel is me go.
Mercer's different gravy. He's different gravy these days. Like he's absolutely fired in a minute. So. There's no shame in that at all, is there? Like, there's no shame in what happened.
No.
He's absolutely on its head.
We've both been looking forward to that match where both of us could just go at it for ages. So to get like the main event spot on that, we're just going for it.
Yeah. It was a brilliant match. Like
instantly one of my
favorites.
favorites.
James has to put music because the amount of times I shout shit and say and he's like, Nikki, I can't put that in the real music. People will say, can you send me footage? And he mutes it all, then sends it.
Yeah.
But it feels more emotional when it's you guys. I get more invested. Like all you lads down at Fountains, I get really emotionally invested.
That means we're doing good.
Well, yeah, exactly. It does. I hate booing you all, especially Sammy. Hate booing Sammy. Yeah. It takes a lot.
Nah, but Super Bright, you can't like that.
No.
It's horrible. I hate Super Bright, and I've got a team with it.
I'm just waiting for him to start licking your biceps.
I'm annoying, and I find that annoying. You know, I'm annoying.
Oh, does it all? They're just going to kick him out. Bye, Sammy.
He's useful. He's useful. You know, I've got my friends back at Blackout now, so I'm an happy guy. I'm an happy guy at Blackout. I mean, this all started because, you know, Sammy were, you know, being greedy and whatnot, and then saw the error of his ways, and Super Brat were born. Here we are.
I love Super Brat. I do love the character Super Brat. Don't love Super Brat.
It's
that makes sense.
It is genius, but I hate it.
Like in main event that night, I was proud to be the ring announcer. Like I love doing that. That was I had no idea what to say.
The Super was just like Figgy with the Rated R Superstar.
That's what. There we go. That's
yeah.
Went through hurt my throat. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how Chimmel did that every time because I hurt my throat. Like it was horrible. Like, oh fucking hell. I've not done it.
Come on,
I just did it. Just went for it. And
yeah. See, this is why you're so good at mic. You just go for it. You guys, you travel together a lot, let's say. Yeah. Right. Funniest story on the road.
Can't park there, mate.
You have to elaborate. Billy, you haven't spoken enough. Come on.
Whenever there's a crash, you know, you've got to just roll the window down and tell them they're not allowed to park there. Everyone gets like second-hand embarrassment when I do it.
I do. I love it. I giggle. I probably sat there giggling.
Oh, Billy. You're bad then.
Billy doesn't say it, and then all of a sudden, you can't park there, mate. Come on, yeah.
Did it once though, and this one in the car with wrestlers. I think this was just at work, and the woman was just in the front of the car crying. I was like, oh.
But you still said it.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. You're a terror. Oh, he went bad and it's you.
See, this is why Billy don't speak, because you know, no
yeah, it's all starting to make sense now.
Yeah, then again, you don't need to, because sometimes when he says something, his one-liners are just gold, absolutely gold.
Pick my moments.
Yeah, like the moment with the wombat shirts that had me howling when you were just like, don't need a shirt with abs like this. Like, it was so unexpected.
I was expecting a mucky look. You weren't expecting a spit on your mouth.
No one expects you to speak. Then you do, and it's just like Jason, it's just gold. And more of that personality of Billy coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what they say.
I've seen what you like backstage. I've seen what you're like backstage and before shows. I know that personality.
It's in there.
Bring it out.
It's no different to what we already know. Billy's
Bring it out a bit more.
If anyone thinks it's some sort of persona, it's not. Billy's Billy. Billy's Billy.
Well, the general thing seems to be when I talk to anyone about Billy, I'll be like, I thought he was going to be a proper dick. And they're all like, yeah, so did I.
Everyone says that. It's actually mental, the amount of people. Like, even Pete, when he first met me, says, oh, I thought you'd be a right arrogant piece of shit. But
yeah,
I think Santa
you look
the
like
same.
that.
I don't know. A lot of people throughout my entire life have said that. So I don't know. I must just look like a knobhead.
Yeah. You look like you're all like, lads. I'm
trying to remember what I remember. Like I thought of you when I first saw you, but I don't remember it being a dickhead.
But weren't he like, how old were you when you met him?
17.
17, yeah.
Little whippersnapper.
See, the thing is, like, Billy over the years has like changed a lot. But to me, I don't see it because I see him that often. I don't see him saying, you know, like say people saying he's got swollen. Actually, yeah, you have actually a bit. Like I don't notice until I'm like, fucking hell, you know what?
Literally, I was talking to Stan yesterday, and he said that every time he sees Billy, he just seems bigger each time.
Good man.
Like, it's like watching loads of like old stuff like Blackheart and that. You can see how much Billy's changed, like how much he's bulked, and it's just shows you whatever you're doing's working, Billy.
Steaks. Steak after steak.
Steaks.
Steak dinner after steak dinner.
Fucking steak dinners. Yeah, but you invited.
We won't go into that.
No.
I mean, if you want to elaborate, that's
not safe. That's not safe for podcasts.
No,
not safe. Not safe for podcasts.
if you know, you know. We'll just say that.
You're in the know.
If you know.
That's all you need to know. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Weird question. If you were any Disney character, who would you be? I love that you both looked off into the same direction. Like
Winnie the Pooh. Is he Disney?
Who?
Winnie the Pooh.
Is he Disney? I don't think.
Is he Disney?
No.
I don't think he
What's he?
He's just Winnie the Pooh.
Surely he's Disney.
Is that Disney?
Yeah, he is. Winnie the Pooh's Disney.
Is he?
Yeah, gotta be.
I can Google it because I'm on my phone.
I'm gonna Google it while we are here.
It's Disney.
It's not.
Right.
I don't think it, why would you be Winnie the Pooh?
Because he just walks around with his pants off eating honey.
Yes, Winnie the Pooh is a Disney character. So
oh, well, there you go. So Billy walks around just with his pants off eating steak.
Yeah, the honey jars just a ploy.
Yeah.
Nah, dip the steak in the honey. Honey steak.
See, you're an odd one. There's your weird food combination. Actually, it sounds nice, but all right, come on, Jayrow.
I'd probably be Abu the monkey from Aladdin.
I can totally see that.
I was hoping you were going to say Piglet.
Oh,
I mean, I can see the comparisons, but no, I think Abu the monkey.
yeah, I can see that. Totally see that.
Why Piglet? Ask you that. Why Piglet?
My little mate following me about.
Little tiny friend.
I can't. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, like them dogs that Stan posted.
I don't even know what them dogs are.
I don't know what from, but I thought, to be fair, it's not.
Pups Academy's told me to watch it.
Right.
But he was like, it's so them.
Kayfabe wise, we do bully Stan, so.
We do. We bully a few people, depending on where we are.
Not training.
No, not training.
No. That's all right.
No,
let's talk about training. Let's talk about training. Let's talk good about Fountains and Pete. Yee, Sean. I'll edit that. Let's talk about Fountains and Sean. Because obviously you've both trained other places before. Billy, you're getting out there a bit now and elevation and things like that. Been down at PPW and stuff.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the collective. This is Sean Only's trainees.
I mean, Sean Only's the man. Like, when it comes down to teaching psychology, I don't know anyone better.
I completely agree with that. Completely agree. Like, I love a match when it's telling a story and it makes sense. And that's exactly what Pete, in a nutshell, teaches. I mean, he teaches a hell of a lot more than that. Like, there's so much to it that he does teach, but like in a nutshell, that is what he teaches, you know, broadly sort of thing. There's so much in depth into the psychology that he teaches, stuff like that. It really does make you think about when you when you work, when you're in the ring, and you're thinking about every step you're doing now, and it's good.
Yeah.
It works because everything goes as good as it can, especially when you're in that moment,
That's another reason that I'll just big you guys up so much, because you can tell a story.
When you know the points to get to it's easy, isn't it? You've got to.
Your match with Sean at True Grit, the last man standing match, you could feel the emotion.
Yeah.
Like, I was so into that.
Well, that were like 2 years of story built up, so there was a lot to sort of emotion to play off and story beats to hit. Like, I've always been good at doing moves. Like when I first started, like reasonably athletic baseline, but I didn't really have good matches until I started training with Sean.
Have you always been into wrestling, or have you done like other sports?
No, I didn't really get into wrestling until I was like early teens. I played basketball a lot.
I just wondered if there was any like gymnastics or anything in there.
Yeah, I'm a weird one. I've always been like pretty into sport, but nothing in particular till wrestling. And like I said, I never really got into it as a kid, as most people did. I sort of started watching it as most people grew out of it.
Yeah. So when all the other boys were off finding girls and stuff, Billy was off finding wrestling. Oh. You know what you can do? You know what you can do? A Spanish fly, because I know what that is now.
Half an hour
Jayrow
trying to tell her that the move was a Spanish fly. It was like, no, it's not. It's something else. It's a Spanish fly. No, the one where he grabbed you and did a backflip. It's the Spanish fly.
But my logic is valid because I've never seen a Spanish fly that isn't done from a corner. So my logic, yeah, I think I may have seen many more, just not known there were Spanish flies. But
I thought both ways called Spanish fly.
What?
I thought both ways were Spanish fly, like standing hand corner. I thought they both called Spanish fly.
Yeah, they are. One of them just like an avalanche Spanish fly, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
This is why I do talking and not wrestling. Need a Playtime Mafia shirt.
We don't have any of them, do we?
Not yet.
Nothing yet.
You need to get some then.
Not yet.
You need to get some. You've got fans at Blackheart. I say fans, maybe one. You've got one. You've got one fan.
We've got that one little girl that refuses to boo us.
No matter what we do, she does not boo us. Like, I've been a complete dickhead last few Blackheart shows. She still doesn't boo us, and it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm out of ideas. Like,
that used to be me with Sean, though. That used to be me with Sean. He could do no wrong. Back in the day, I used to cheer and cheer and cheer. I've watched back matches that he's had, and you could just see me giving shit to Joey Hayes on the floor. They're good guys.
Maybe we're just that cool.
Yeah, it's the jackets.
I was about to say that. It's definitely the jackets.
Definitely the jackets. Oh no, Jayrow, Sigma's calling you out.
Okay.
He messaged me to say he's calling you out. He wants to run it back.
Absolutely. I need his ass to get out of, there.
Need him to get 18. That's what you need.
Yeah, he needs to come of age as well. Yeah, he needs to actually.
Yeah. August, as far as I'm aware. August.
Right, well, August then. After that, let's do it. Fucking absolutely.
September Blackheart, get him down there.
I love Sigma. I've known him since he was like, up there on me, and I was up there. You know what I mean? It's like, who?
I said you've known him since he was as tall as you.
He was smaller than me when I first met him. Not anymore. He ain't anymore.
No, he's taller than me too. It's fine.
Like, he was there at 10, I think he was there at 13. So, by the time 13, 14 came, we were already clear of me. So
it'd be a good match as well. He's really good. Really good.
I know.
I
like to make a joke that I call him my young lion, because I was there when he was first like getting good, and like I was helping him out, and I ended up taking training at that point. So like he was one of my trainees, and I've never called myself a trainer, but I somehow have taken a lot of training sessions over years. They just sort of end up there. They're like different places, but
I mean, you could do promo seminars. You should go around doing promo seminars.
I'd love to do that, but I just don't think I have enough experience with it yet. Ironically enough, with how good I might be, like it's just a case of putting it into practice, because teaching and doing is two different things. So, I mean, I can coach football, but when can I coach people to cut promos? I'd give it a go, but I don't know. I'd love to give it a go.
Yeah, you never know till you try.
That's true.
Exactly.
I'd love to. Give it a year or so. I might put some feelers out there. See what, but
can't decide if Billy were getting comfy then or looking at nose hair. Stop it! Like you're not.
No.
Supposed to be a serious podcast.
Yes.
Yes, very serious.
I'm a very serious person. Billy, stop doing serious. I'm just going to keep all these bits of Billy doing weird faces in now. Jayrow can't even do a serious face when he's trying to.
I'm not. I'm really trying to right now, but he's really making me laugh with the faces. So it's like, just
I'm just gonna sit here. We'll have 5 minutes of the facial expressions of Billy O'Keefe.
Are you reading Shakespeare again?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I can recite Shakespeare. Don't be mean.
I would love to see that, because I reckon it could. But that's a talent for another day.
Yeah. That's one for another day. Right, now we're on to your 5 fantasy dinner party guests. Who's going first?
I need to think about
So you'll have 5 Machine Gun Kellys.
5 Machine Gun Kellys. Yep. That's mine.
Can you have 4 and include me, please?
No, you can't be there.
That's mean. I'll cook.
Trying to think of some answers I'm allowed to say.
my mind went somewhere else then.
Jayrow is deep in thought.
This is a hard question.
It's not.
It is. I've got 4. Just need one more.
How many you got, Billy?
1.
I've got 5. One of them's not wrestling and others wrestling, but I've got 5. I think.
We said it doesn't have to be wrestling related. Anyone.
Well, my first one, because I'm into my football.
Billy, keep thinking while he talks.
That's fine. I'm into my football, and I've loved it for years. It's what got me a bit of confidence in life, I guess. I don't know, but one of the guys would be an old football manager called Brian Clough. Like, there's some of the stories I've heard about him and like what he did over years. It's like I'd love to just talk to him. His days long gone now, like, but yeah, he's probably the only. Yeah, he's actually the only dead one. So the rest are alive. It's quite cool. So the other 4 would be, I'd have CM Punk, pick his brain about talking shit. Shawn Michaels, pick his brain about just how he works. Undertaker, for obvious reasons. Tell me this, tell me that. And my last one, only because I watch a lot of podcasts like with, old wrestlers who get interviewed and that. And my 5th one would be Hornswoggle, Dylan Postel.
Really?
He seems the most chilled out, like, down to earth dude I've ever seen on a podcast. Like, he's just
It's not so you could be taller than someone at your dinner party.
I'd be absolutely it'd make a change, wouldn't it? Let's face it. It'd make a change.
Sorry. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
It's only been happening all my life, so it's fine. A high joke, Only been happening all my life, and I'm pretty sure I'm taller than you, Nikki. So
you are taller than me. I was just about to say that you're taller than me. So
and I'm pretty sure I'm
taller than
I'm taller than Jeebus, actually, as well. Thank you.
Look at that.
I'm pretty sure I'm either taller or very much same size, same height.
We had this at True Grit. Jeeves said he was so tall, and Billy said he was that tall. And then we measured them, and he was smaller than Billy. So I'm just confused.
No,
We're measuring on Sunday. We'll measure you and Jeeves on Sunday.
Yeah,
I'm 5'10", he were like 5'9".
Ah, damn it, he's taller than me. I'm 5'7".
See, you've got a whole like 4 inches on me.
At least I'm taller than someone.
Yeah, I'm 5'2.9".
That's very accurate.
That's what the gym says.
Fair enough.
All right, Billy, come on. Have you thought of 5 yet?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to have Donald Trump. We're gonna have Bob Marley.
Good choice.
We're gonna have Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're gonna have CM Punk, but I want CM Punk from 15 years ago. Not he chatted more shit then.
I'd like to change my CM Punk answer to that one. That's a good point.
I want old school CM Punk.
Yeah, that one.
Not this adult CM Punk.
You don't want basic punkonomic?
No. And Wing Commander Nash.
Oh.
That's a great choice. That's a great choice.
I'm just picturing this
I don't even know what they'd all talk about, but I'd just be sat there pissing myself. I know it.
Yeah. I completely. I'm with you on that. If I had a 6th, I won't win Commander Nash, but I've only got 5. Sorry.
No, you only get 5. It's the rules of the game. Billy, you've got a chance at the title at Fountains. 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna win it. Yeah, heard it first.
Oh, you're winning it.
I believe you're gonna win it too, Billy, because I said it after the Fatal 4-Way too. There's only one man who's walking out with that title. That's my boy Billy O'Keefe. I remember saying that, but now the time is here. It's even more obvious. I think Billy's walking out.
I feel like I'm very conflicted for this match.
I love Sammy. I love Sammy, but I think Billy's got this. Sammy's had a great. Sammy's legit had a brilliant reign as FCB champ. Like some of the people he's faced and some of the matches he's been putting on, like unreal. Like he's earned his place as champ. Like within the first 1 or 2 matches, and then after that, they've just been, to quote Sheamus, banger after banger. He's put the work in, his lad. So he's no matter what happens, if Billy does win it, if Sammy does retain, really don't want to see Gunnar doing it, but hey, could be the case. But yeah.
I'll try and sit ringside impartial. Because
I'll be watching from back, cheering my boy on, Hey,
because that's the thing. I always cheer for Billy. I always cheer for Sammy. I've got to choose.
Cheer for them both. And
I'll just start an anyone but gung ho chant. There we go.
Easy.
Nailed it.
There you go.
Nailed it. Yeah, because I can't have favourites.
You can have a least favourite.
Yeah, I have a least favourite, which is gung ho for this match. Only for this match.
Poor Motley.
No, I feel bad now. I don't like this kayfabe stuff.
He did try and break my ankle at FCB, so no. He did try and break my ankle, so I'd eat anyone but Motley.
Yeah, we'll just get you at the back. You can start the chant. I'll carry it on, and we'll just circulate it
in the locker room. I'll do it from the back.
Yeah, we'll hear you. Same as you can hear me. We can hear you.
I get told that a lot. I need to.
No, it was the Christmas show. All I could hear were you laughing at the back, and then you were like, all I could hear were you laughing at the front.
Can you blame me though? That Christmas show was great.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I had to dress as a shepherd. It was very uncomfortable. And then the belt fell off and I basically wore a gown.
Yeah.
But
Billy weren't even there. Billy missed out all the fun.
I know.
Yeah,
the guy called Kurt Angel almost got blinded by my gown as he gave me the one-winged angel, but you know, that's life.
Them angels looked beautiful, right? I've got plenty weird questions for Sunday at Blackheart as well.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, they're getting weirder.
The one at Planet really threw me off. As me and mine went blank. We're like, is it the chicken or the egg? I don't know. Anyway,
Billy hasn't had one yet.
The egg.
Good luck, Bill. Good luck.
Billy hasn't had a weird question.
Oh, you don't get that question. You get another different question.
Mm.
And it could be anything. Because
No, the chicken came first.
No, the chicken didn't come first. What did the chicken come out of?
Right, God created
Did you not
animals
see
and people.
Did you not see the Planet Questions reel when I said single cell amoebas?
A chicken evolved from a different bird. So there was one point a bird laid an egg and the chicken came out. So the egg were there first.
But
If we're evolved from monkeys, why do monkeys
No, we're
still
not.
exist?
we're evolved
No.
from cavemen.
No.
We're evolved
We
from
ain't
cavemen,
monkeys.
not monkeys.
We're just going to do science with Billy O'Keefe now.
Yeah.
Evolution.
We're not going to get into conspiracy theories here.
No, let's not do
we
that.
We don't come from monkeys.
I don't personally think we came from monkeys. But,
Well, I don't, but I just thought I'd ask.
I believe a lot.
I don't know where we came from.
I believe a lot of conspiracy theories, but I don't believe that one. Single cell amoebas.
That thing.
which is not an egg, you know. So ergo the chicken came from. Oh, Billy's got a good point though. It's technically the chicken.
What?
Because you said it developed from another bird. So that bird came before the chicken. So you might actually be right. It could be the egg.
Yeah, I am right.
Fucking hell, Billy.
You're not right. No.
Billy
Plus, if you go back even further and you believe that like we came out of the ocean as fucking fish or some shit, fish lay eggs. So the egg was there millions of years before.
Why is Billy seeming like the smart one right now?
I am the smart one.
The thing is, I legit got my IQ measured and I feel like an idiot right now. Like, fucking hell, Billy's right. And
I'm like old. I should know this shit. In my defense, I had a baby at 17. I didn't go to college.
Did that come out of the egg?
Logic.
Yes, I laid an egg, Billy.
Yep.
Logic with Billy O'Keefe. Wow.
What came first, the Nicky or the egg?
The egg. Right. On that note,
That
I am gonna. That is it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Say bye, guys.
Au revoir, jobbers.
What did you say?
We're not calling my fans jobbers, right?
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, jabronis.
Right. Say goodbye properly.
Au revoir.
Egg.
Yeah, on that note. Yeah. Just leave it there.